Let's get this over with. Okay, so this day has some high points, some low points. High point. We have reached 94 subscribers, people. 94. Mr. Acid immediately? Wow, okay, damn. 94 subscribers. 94 beautiful subscribers. Which means we are literally 6 subscribers away from our first 100. Nice. I got one away from 360 last time I checked. Oh, just keep on comparing. Okay. Let me be happy for me. Let me be happy for me. Okay, Mr. 360 subscribers. Damn. I mean, in all seriousness, you know. Congrats, man. I know, I'm just joking. Okay, before we start, gonna do some sketches. It's gonna be awesome. Do you want me to make 300 or 360, Mr. Acid? I like that one Charlie XCX song. Oh yeah, the pale British girl. Yeah, I guess, you know, she's pretty cool. I liked her in that one episode of SNL, I guess. She also made a pretty decent addition to the Barbie soundtrack, but you know, apart from that, you know, not really into her work. I'm not really kind of like not really a Charlie XCX enjoyer. See, I'm more of a I don't know how to say this. I don't know. You know what? Maybe it's my fault. I should really start the stream earlier. Okay, so the designs for these are very inspired by the anime Golden Boy, where basically you have this guy in his 20s going around, you know, trying on different jobs, studying. I don't know what this guy's deal is, but you know, I think okay, what's one low point? Okay, so basically I think at work I have to deal with a couple of middle schoolers. Not really fun, especially seeing as how, you know, it's like god damn, it's like they're middle schoolers, and it's like every time, like, it's like I'm in the middle of an art class, and every time I try to get them to basically like, it's like, hey, could you calm? Could you like quiet down? We're in the middle of something. Where I'm an art. Well, I'm doing an art lesson here. It's like it just goes through their heads. They don't really care. And it's like, damn. Your parents didn't exactly teach you any manners, did they? No home training whatsoever. Ah, man. I really puts things. It's really starting to put things into perspective. You know. All right, so this is for the Discord in some capacity. By the way, I teach art. What? Hey, we're not on my day yet. Oh, we're not past my day yet. All right, be patient. Okay, so, yeah, basically, no, I work in after school. I mean, I do teach art, but you know, I also teach art in after school. So, kind of. I mean, then again, you know, doesn't exactly matter all that much. So, you know, because I'm about to go to like in a couple weeks I'm gonna go back to my old site back in Riverdale. So, you know, I don't really think it's gonna matter that much, but yeah. Okay, now you can talk about your day, Mr. Acid. Go ahead. I'm trying to. Lack of energy is getting me today, man. I don't know why. I've only been out for 4 hours, man. Also, heads up. I'm not sure how long the lessons that I'm gonna take for the workshop are gonna be. It's gonna be 1 month, but odds are it's gonna basically bleed into the streaming time. So the streaming times will be also very reduced for the coming month. But, you know, also I think tomorrow when I wake up I'm going to have to go to work a bit earlier today. So the streaming time for morning is going to be greatly reduced by, I think, an hour. I'll still be streaming, but it'll be an hour. Okay. So, this is, I don't know. Some streamers, they have like an avatar, right? Basically, some of these streamers, they have like, you know, they have these avatars where essentially they have these little drawings, and whenever they speak, the mouth opens. Like, I think they're called PNG tubers, which I'd like to, I think for Sunday, whenever we do, okay, wake up, block in, come on, whenever we do Sensei Sundays, because people for some reason people for some reason keep on calling me sensei, I am going to essentially make an avatar of essentially just me, but as this washed up karate guy. It's like, I'm kind of just like this almost out of shape dude who just runs a karate dojo out a strip mall, right? And basically, I kind of like have this idea. I don't know. It's stupid, but it's really funny. Where essentially there's just like nebbish guy, like nerdy nebbish guy, who wants to be an artist, but then some high schoolers, they kind of like make fun of his dreams. You never see those morning streams because you're always busy. Hey, I have a solution. Be unemployed. You have this thing called school? Well, drop out, man. No, stop. Anyway, drop out, man. Drop out. You don't need school. My entire life I had school. Guess what? I'm a gajillion dollars in debt. You know, that is not an option. Open your mind's eye, bro. Nah, just yeah, just because of one kid in the honors class. Yeah. As a guy who was formerly that guy, I apologize. I apologize on behalf of that guy. Basically, there's this nerdy guy who wants to be an artist, and essentially, the high schoolers around him are like, "Wow, this guy wants to be an artist? Oh, what a loser!" They laugh at him, and essentially, it ends with this scene where he's kind of like sitting in a chair, bent over, sad, and like this guy shows up. It's like, "Hey, kid, you want to be an artist?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah." It's like, "Well, come with me. Like, meet me somewhere. I can't be here long." It's like, "Really? Wow, yeah." I got drunk. I got drunk and peed in a high school football field during a game. It's like, wait, what? Then basically they meet in the forest or in the park. Like there's lots of trees around, and essentially it's like, "Hey kid, I like you know why I called you here?" It's like, and the kid's like, "What?" It's like, "I was you once. I wanted to be an artist, and to see people wanting to keep the craft alive. It fills my heart with passion. Kid, we're kindred spirits. Aren't you tired of AI just taking away taking the purpose and spirit and this like the vitality of human creativity? Yeah. Aren't you tired of people not taking art seriously as a field? Yeah. It's like, and then basically it's like, "Well, join my Discord." And he's like, "Wait, what?" "Every Sunday, I will go over your artwork and draw and paint over it and give you tips and tricks on how to level up your art game." And then the kid's like, "Wait, all this for a Discord? I don't know about this." And then some single mother from Wisconsin is like, "What?" It's like, "Hi." It's like, "Hey," "Hey sensei, I brought you some muffins." It's like, "Oh, cool. Oh, sweet banana muffins." And then he takes them, he eats them, and it's like, she's like, she turns to the boy and it's like, "Is he talking to you about the Discord?" And he's like, "Yeah." It's like, "Oh, you should join." It's like, "Really?" It's like, "Yeah, ever since my ever since my husband left me for the secretary, you know, and ever like I've it's like I've kind of been losing my purpose as like a wife, and I'm slowly losing my purpose as a mom because my son is growing up, and is like turning away from me. And there's like a clip of him just being a giant incel, and his mom's like, "Hey, son, you wanna read Bible verses with your old mom?" It's like, "Get the fuck out of here! I don't care about your undead Jew, carpenter." And then it's like, "Okay," and she's like, "Okay," just backs away. It's like, and then basically it's like, I hate black people, but I was almost as much as I hate women, because they never give nice guys like me a chance. And then it turns back to it's like, when I joined up on the Discord, I want to draw right now, but that's not an option. Come on, no, there's always an option. Stop, limiting yourself. And then basically it's just pictures of like her training, and then basically it's like I leveled up so much that I can essentially make masterpieces like this, and it's just a furry with a pregnant Kanye West. And the nerd's like, "Wait, what? That's cool, I guess." It's like, yeah, it's hard to believe I make 6 figures with this. And he's like, "What?" It's like, "Join now." I don't know. Probably won't make that. I'll probably just make the PNG tuber icon. Draw on paper. I've just been thinking about how to roll this out, but at this point, maybe I'm putting too much effort into this. Well, yeah, of course I'm gonna be a VTuber. What? You think I'm gonna actually show you my face? Psh, get out of here. I'm not gonna show you my face. I'm not gonna show my face on the internet. Why would I want to do that? I'm not gonna do that. That's crazy. I don't want to show my face to strangers on the internet. In real life, I'm forced to. I have to. People recognize me. Hey, I'm not gonna be some ooh-woo VTuber by the way. I'm gonna I don't know, my VTuber avatar might look like this. Just a guy with his arms goes this Guy Fieri looking motherfucker with his arms crossed. Just like, just like talking, just mouth moving. I might have the avatars like with his like legs on different chairs, like Jean-Claude Van Damme. Or I don't know. I might just go for the I might just opt for like. I might just opt for fuck it, draw him in a maid dress. Do it. Matter of fact, no. Matter of fact, not yet. If you're going to draw this in a maid dress, the moment we reach 100 subscribers, I want you to put that in the in the Discord. It must be in the Discord. Alright. I could either go for this or just, Charlie Brown it. Turn myself into Charlie Brown. Which is kind of funny because I'm brown. I'm black. I'm Afro-Latino, but my skin is brown. It's very dark brown, but Turn myself into a Charlie Brown character. Put myself in a therapy booth. Turn myself into like an adult version of it. I don't know. I might just do that. Jacob, you don't have Discord? Well, Mick. Listen to Big Toe. Do what Big Toe says. Or, I might just, turn myself into a skeleton. Just, this might be my avatar. Just this guy. Just a skeleton. In a sweater. Collars. Sweater. Because why not? You got this cool 90s anime sensei, just serious. Skeleton guy with a sweater. And then you have, the black Charlie Brown. Essentially just this could be an avatar. Actually, you know what? Take away the... This could be my avatar. Just real Charlie Brown. Just... real basic. Doesn't need to be anything special. It could be either me in a sweater and a collar, sweatshirt and a collar and a sweatshirt, a collared sweatshirt, or just, I don't know, or just being a black t-shirt, you know? Possible avatars. PNG tuber. I mean, I could always shave it. I could always shave it. See, I'm not going to do that. Put myself in a maid dress. See, I'm hip to the conspiracy, brother. You take a successful black man and you emasculate him, make him wear a dress. Nah, I'm not. I'm gonna buck that trend. I'm not gonna wear that dress for free. Nah, no. I'm not gonna wear a dress. You can draw me in a dress, but I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna wear that dress. You can draw me in a maid dress, but I'm not gonna wear it. You know what? How about this? When I publish my first book, then you'll see my face. When I turn this into a career, then I'll do my face reveal. It's either gonna be great or it's gonna be bad. It's either gonna be great or very terrible. It's like, because I remember when like Dream did his face reveal and he got clowned relentlessly for being ugly, and it's kind of sad for him. It's like, because honestly, I don't know. Maybe that's just me just being, me being not terminally online. But I don't really think, dude, I could always shave my beard. I could always shave it. It's like the dude doesn't even look all that bad. I don't know what he like. He doesn't even look all that bad. He granted, he's got a weird face, but it's like what? Like we're gonna act like he's like what, Quasimodo or some shit? That's kind of wild. Come on. It's like All right, now this is more. This is more me. No, don't shave it. Save it for the vid. See, I don't know. I just don't. There comes a point where I just don't like my beard. There comes a point where I don't know. Maybe it's fear of looking older or being older. Maybe it's my inability to accept that I'm 25 and I'm no longer the youngest kid in the room, and I'm an adult. But yeah, no, I'm not. I don't really think I want to grow a beard. I just don't like myself at all. Why do you not like yourself, man? Come on. The only the person that you're gonna be stuck with for the rest of your life is yourself. So we're already off at a bad start, my guy. Why was Dream angling his jawline as a whole face reveal? I have no idea. Honestly, I'm looking at his face right now. I don't really think that's like a big problem. I don't think he's ugly. I mean, it's like the moment he just revealed himself, the internet just proceeded to call him, just call him ugly, bro. And that's kind of wild. Should I really explain why I hate myself? I mean, you're 60. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I don't want. I went through the same issue where I kind of had a self-loathing problem, and I feel like I don't know. I feel like it would really help if you had like it's like okay. So basically, like try to keep a full plate. What, bro? Can't. Yeah, when I was your age, and I easily forget. I easily forget names. I'm sorry. I'm, it's I'm kind of not all there. Sometimes I forget stuff really easily. My mind is super foggy. All right, so I when I was your age, well, obviously under the age of 18, obviously at that age where you never had responsibilities before, where you never, touched liquor or alcohol or a woman besides your girlfriend, but even then, that's still iffy. Because, well, it's like, I mean, I don't want to assume anything because you have a female partner, but, in, high school age, you're a minor. You're a minor. You're a minor. So back when I was a minor, I had self-image problems too. All right, so good for you. Good for you, Mr. Cosmopolitan. Good for you. I took the drinking law seriously. All right. Okay, so this is a Charlie Brown version of me. I mean, I'm not a kid. I'm the age that I am now. But yeah, no. This could be my PNG tuber avatar. Just a grown-up me. Well, I'm already grown up, so I don't even know why I'm calling myself that. Grown-up me. It's like I'm still 10. And a Charlie Brown therapy booth with a tablet. And the mouth is just moving up and down every time I raise my voice. So, yeah, I'm gonna go back to this. And yeah, I don't like alcohol. I don't like the taste. Honestly. It's not really all that cool. I don't like alcohol. It's like I have to drink it just to. That's fucking nice. Anyway, You got Bayonetta from your library again? Oh, careful. Your girlfriend might find that. It's like, God damn it. Why do you like Bayonetta more than you like me? You know, that, might, cause a ruckus. Oh, okay, okay. We both sim for fictional characters and are fine with it. Okay. Okay. Well, that's, that's nice. That's nice. Be right back. Alright, cool. This is... If only I had more energy. Damn. So, yeah. You know, I miss the days when I didn't have to stream every day. It's beautiful. It was beautiful. I missed it. Who knows? I think tomorrow I might have to stream earlier. Which means, so I can get more time. Give me a second. I need something. You'll be leaving in 4 minutes? Alright. Give me a second. Took a swig of water. I did not forget to drink water. So, you know, boom. I'll consume water before I sleep. Maybe. Alright. Cool. I'm tired. I immediately came on the stream. Now I'm just fatigued. Gonna have about books I like though. Okay, go ahead. Yap away, yap away, yap away. NY Samurai Sick. Thank you very much. This is just a piece of the entire ensemble. This is for a Berserk piece. You know, you got Costco over here, got the main boy Guts over here, you got Griffith the monster, you know, trader, piece of POS over here, and then you have Skull Knight over here. I've been reading some manga, and I'm almost done with the Kaiju number 8 series. Fucking love it. Read Tokyo Ghoul today, like that. Gonna read Helloween's 1 and 2 tomorrow. Okay. I think I want to get into Kaiju number 8 because I've heard that the character is a late bloomer, and I feel like I relate more to the characters of like older people now that I'm getting older. You know, it's like at first I related to kind of like, you know, not the young energetic like, oh, I'm gonna be the king of, I'm gonna do, like they're young, they're energetic, but you know it's like they're barely any like, you know, cool, you know, shonen mangas where essentially it's like the character is like, you know, he's not really a teenager. He's kind of like, he's an adult in the world, and he's a bit older, and he is like, he didn't exactly achieve all his dreams, but you know, that doesn't stop him. Like it's like kind of has that thing where it's like, hey, you know, it's not too late to be, you know, it's not too late to be a cool anime character. You know, you don't have to be a young, optimistic, you know, outsider. You could just be like a 30-year-old guy, and then that's when your story starts. The main character of Kaiju number 8 is 32. You know, he's like 32 years old. And, you know, it's like, his age isn't exactly like a big issue. It's like, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see like a character, like, I don't know, in fiction, I always tend to gravitate towards the, towards characters who are older than I am. Kafka Hypno reminds me of you. Who's Kafka Hypno? Why, thank you. Thank you. Danke. Gracias. Merci beaucoup. You know, I'm not 32, I'm 25, you know. I'm not 30 yet. But yeah, you know, it's like I highly, you know, it's like when he is stupid sometimes. You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, no, it's like I gravitate towards characters who are older than me. It's like I love stories of Spider-Man when he's kind of like older. Spider-Verse Peter Parker is my favorite Peter Parker because essentially it's like he's not in high school anymore. He's an adult with responsibilities, and that's what Spider-Man is about. It's like your responsibility. You kind of that's what it's about. It's all about being a man, having responsibilities. You're not in high school anymore. You're not a kid anymore. You can't, you can't just, F around anymore. That's like, yeah, I might do this early. I might do this like quite earlier, cause I have to go to work. Like around 1. So let's go to book 14 of Kaiju number 8 series. Okay. Thank you. Alright, so be sure to like and subscribe, please. Please. Para mi familia. To those who might be watching. Hello. Para mi familia. I've been subbed to you before yet. I know. I'm talking to people I'm talking to people who may not be subbed to me. If you're already subbed, that is good. But I'm talking to people who have yet to be sold. Whenever a YouTuber does a video where it's like, oh, like and subscribe, it's like, y'all should subscribe now. Listen to this man, Mr. Acid. If you could subscribe now, that'd be cool. Because this YouTube shit is hard. And I need all the support I can get. Well, worth a shot. Anyway. Need to stand up. I'm sorry. Give me a second. Give me a second. For some reason, my eyes are heavy. I'll be right back. Let me just crack my feet and walk around for a bit. Because it is 10 at night, and my body is already being a giant bitch. Be right back. Give me a minute. Oh boy. I'm big. All right, should have gotten some water, but no, we're doing the next one, next break. Nah, no, you don't. No, I'm good. Probably from the other room or from outside. Yeah, I don't listen to K-pop. Yeah, okay, fine. No. Yeah, no, you do. You do hear ABT. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. The kids at my site, they put me on to K-pop indirectly. It's At first I thought the song was annoying, but then it grew on me, and now I don't know. Whenever I need some energy before I paint, I put this song on, and I just I shake the tiredness out, and then I get back to it. The music I normally put on for the streams, they're great, but they have this thing where like they just put me to sleep, and I can't do anything. It's like it just lulls me to sleep, and nothing gets done. And I want to put something more high tempo on, but I can't, because it's like most pop songs, they're like what? Copyright? So they're like copyright protected, and it's like I obviously did not make this song, but yeah. So yes, you do hear ABT. You do. You got me. You got me. Caught me red-handed. Play house party music? Nah, I'm not gonna do that. House party music. It's embarrassing. You got me. You revealed me. You exposed me. The tentacles of K-pop. They've burrowed deep into American culture. You thought you were crazy for a second? I was gonna gaslight you. You know what? Nah, I'm gonna be completely honest. The kids at my job did not put me on. I found it myself. And at first it was it was a cool bop to listen to. But over time, I figured out, oh my god, everyone loved this song. And now it's a secret. It's a shameful secret. It's like, oh my god, I love this song too, but I'm a man. They don't know that they're not supposed to know that that I dance to this sometimes. I'm ashamed because if people find this about me, they might be calling me gay or something. It's stupid, but it's true. I can't play house music. It's just not the same, guy. It's just the same, my guy. It's not the same. You've revealed me, Big Toe. You've exposed me. You exposed me. If I put on those headphones right now, I am going to collapse. I wish I. You only know like the K-pop songs? Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm not really familiar. Though I do know that K-pop, hey, hold the fuck up, male wife. What does that mean? I'm a heterosexual man. I am not gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Nothing wrong with being gay. I have a gay friend. He lives in Philadelphia with a bear named, I forgot his name. But he seems like a decent guy for what I know. Nothing wrong with that. Male wife. Hold on. To whom? God damn it. I ain't no wife. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have a wife. My wife is my wife. Chun-Li is my wife. You know what I'm saying? I don't know all this male wife talk. All this weird femboy talk. See, they polluted you with this talk. I'm not, you know, sometimes, you know, sometimes dancing to K-pop it's not feminine. It's not feminine, bro. Dancing to K-pop is not all that feminine, bro. You know, sometimes you gotta implement more masculine dance moves. You know. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Male wife does not exactly mean gay. What does it mean then? I'm actually curious. Nothing wrong with that, Jacob? I'm trying. Nothing wrong with that? Whatever, man. No, but I'm serious. What does male wife mean? I feel like I don't know. I'm elder Gen Z. I think the lingo that was in my time, in my youth, that died out. And now I'm stuck with cracked, I'm stuck with cooked, you know, I'm stuck with all this like new stuff. Oh, it's clips, bro. You know, it's like, you know, I'm stuck with gyat, like I'm stuck with all this stuff. You know, I can't understand any of this. I feel old, and I hate that I feel old, because I'm 25. I'm not old, but I feel old. It's not cool. Male wife, what does that mean? What does male wife mean? Can anyone, if Big Toe is not going to give me the definition for male wife, can anyone in this chat please tell me what it means? I can see there's like 3 of you watching right now. Come on, don't be shy. There's 5 of you watching now. Come on. I'm resisting to use the U word on you. Yes. Impressive stuff. Impressive stuff. Subbed. Holy shit. Thank you, Rust and HO Scale. Amazing. This is great. Wait, hold up. What? Okay, now, yeah. Matter of fact, here you go. Thank you, Rust and HO Scale. The 3-letter word, you better resist well. Resist well, my friend. Why, thank you, Rustin H.O. Scale, and might I say, your, your train models are actually quite impressive. I'm looking at your shorts right now. The MTH Premier Southern Pacific GS4. Is that yours? Looks pretty cool. Yeah, well, I'm not really into trains, but you know, like the fact that you can essentially it's like you can spend a lot of time in that like hobby and like know everything there is to know about trains is very fascinating to me, because I don't really think I have that. I feel like I'm not. I wish I was knowledgeable in something like that. That'd be very interesting. That'd be amazing. That'd be amazing conversation starter. That'd be quite the conversation starter. But you know, hey Rust, if you're still in the chat, what's the most fascinating, thing you know about, say, the locomotives or trains? Like, could you give me one tidbit? Or no, you can't. Or then I'm not saying you can. Like, if you don't want to, then that's also cool too. You know what? Let's take a moment to celebrate. We did it. 95 subscribers. We're halfway there. Halfway there, folks. Halfway there. It's beautiful. That Discord is coming sooner than you might think. Big Toe, fire up that sketchbook. I guess you might get to draw. I guess you might get to draw me in a French maid outfit. After all. 5 away from the big hundo. You might get to draw me in a maid outfit after all. And I have one thing to say. I have one thing to say. I better be. Nah, that's wild though. It's kind of wild that I'm saying that, dude. Okay. That's kind of wild. I bet, yeah, nah. It's like, you better make me sexy, bro. You better make me, Nah. No. Make me, no, it's like, make me pissed off, then I'm gonna, like, it's like, what the fuck? What are you doing? Like, it's like, put my actual reaction to being made out. It's like, this is embarrassing. I don't like this. And it better not be pornographic. And also, I'm 6 foot. Alright. So, also, odds are, let me check the time for all, like, because at this point, Anthony. Okay, so it's 6 to 8 p.m. Okay, not that bad. I still have time. I'll still have time. It's fine. No promises. Don't make. Hey, what do you mean no promises? Don't make it pornographic. If I'm engaged in any risk, any spicy act, that's a banning. All right. The Discord's gonna have a no pornography rule. All right. If you wanna do some spicy content, you're gonna have to find an NSFW server, not in my server. If you're gonna draw me in a maid outfit, it's gonna be for comedic purposes only. Now that the boundary is set, I hope you understand. Unlike AI bro, so yes, I understand. But as a fellow artist, you're gonna have to respect the boundaries of what you draw. Come on, man. I'm not trying to be in no yaoi stuff. Come on. I have a reputation to uphold. Please. Okay, good. I thought, you sounded serious there for a second. Kind of scared me. One thing I'm gonna have to work on is probably depends on my mood. I don't know. I don't like where this is going, man. I don't like where this is going. I don't like it. I don't like it. I hope you're joking. This is what Discord moderators are for. This could be a good. No. Also, I'm gonna need to work on this part. If you reach 100 on a Friday night, I should watch out. Why should I watch out? Who is after me if I reach 100 on a Friday night? Why should I be scared? Kind of. It's gonna be great. 5 subs away, people. 5 subs away. Woo! Yeah! I should be storyboarding right now. Let's go. Storyboard away. Come on. Go ahead, man. But you're lazy? Psh. Laziness. Nah. We follow the words of David Goggins. We stay hard. Stop being poopy pants. We stay hard. Stay hard. Give me a second. Need to get some water. back. Where is my... Oh, there it is. Yeah. Alright. Before, after. This is gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be cool. Gonna laugh and have a good time. I'm gonna fire up that that Discord, the cord. It's gonna be so great. It's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be so awesome. It's gonna be so cool. And also, nah, what you mean you're lazy? Nah. If you want to get good at the storyboarding stuff, stay on that grind. Stay on that grind. You know what I'm saying? Because there's levels to this shit. You know what I'm saying? There's levels. And if you get lazy, you get left behind. Now, I'm not saying you hustle, hustle culture, because that's lame. The last thing I want to be is one of those guys with like polo shirts, those alpha male guys who it's like, I'm the most alpha guy in the room. I'm the most hardworking guy in the room. I'm a beast. I get after it. I hustle. I stay on the hustle. But I'm not trying to be that. I don't want to be. I kind of think those guys are lame. But those guys that they kind of have like fat kid, ugly kid energy, where it's like they never really kind of got, never really got a lot of friends, or really got like laid in like their formative years, and they let that get to them. It's like, they let that get to them, and now they've turned into this. They've turned into, yeah. It's like Stacy from chemistry. Chemistry said no when I asked her to the prom, so I'm gonna make it the world's problem now. It's like, instead of just like taking a loss and realizing that it's like life isn't like early 90s teen comedy movie where it's like, if you don't get laid before you get to college, life is over. It's not like that. It's not like that. Yeah, they're not it. But, sometimes you gotta just in my opinion, yeah. You gotta, keep it up. Gotta try and get as much work in as possible. Well, I'm eating a stale dry cracker. It's chock full of carbs, but it stimulates me and keeps me awake. So you have to get used to gross sounding mouth noises for the next couple minutes. It's like, look at me. I never got laid in high school, and I turned out fine. Kind of. Kind of. You know? Yeah, no, just, you know what? Okay, I can talk about alpha males. You know, I feel like, I don't know, like, I feel like if you tell yourself that you're an alpha male, it's like, if you say you're an alpha male, it's like, I can already tell that you're essentially, this is essentially like a form of, you're indulging in a form of compensatory masculinity due to the fact that you were essentially hurt in the past. And honestly, that's kind of understandable. You know, breakups are very traumatizing, especially if they involve betrayal, you know, or abandonment, of course. But sometimes, you know, it's like you kind of need a healthy, you know, friend group to kind of like get you back from that. You don't, like, the last thing you need is an internet algorithm. That's how you meet Rollo Tomassi. That's how you meet Andrew Tate. You know, talk to your boys. If you've been through something horrible, because with like a girlfriend, you know, talk to your boys. They will help you. Talk to a therapist. Maybe get some female friends. Honestly, and also, I feel like alpha males are like evolutionarily, like, okay, so do you know where like a lot of alpha males are at this moment? Easy, they're in prison. They are in prison. They are, you know, in prison. They're probably in a prison gang. They've been, you know, they've dropped us up a couple times, you know, and that's why you hear a lot of say cases of, say, female prison guards, you know, falling in love with or having affairs with prisoners. You know, it's you know, disheartening, but it's true. But I feel like, you know, I don't know, I feel like to be human, to be the best human, I feel like to work at, like, you know, the highest potential of humanity, I feel like humanity's greatest superpower is collaboration. That's the reason why, like, you know, we travel in packs. I feel like you can take the most alpha dudes. The most alpha guy. Like, basically just like he's Conan the Barbarian. But if you put him against like a couple of regular dudes with pointy sticks, the regular dudes with pointy sticks win every time. Because it's like, you know, yeah, the alpha's like, you know, he's like more physically imposing, he's more strong, but like, it's like, what, you're stronger than 10 dudes with pointy sticks? They can strategize, they can do formations, they can essentially ambush you, take you by surprise. They can stab you in the abdomen. And yeah, but they can like poke you in the abdomen, you know, stab you. And you can escape, you know, but over time, we're gonna track you down. And odds are, if we've gotten you at least once, you've probably, like, you know, left a trail of blood, not to mention blood loss. That's gonna be a problem. And when you like stopped by just to rest, you're done. Like, I feel like collaboration is our greatest strength. And I don't know, I feel like confidence, like, you don't need to be alpha to, like, I don't know, get a woman to, like, be attracted to you. Honestly, it's like just being confident, being bold, and being a leader. Like, for example, like, I'm not sure why my mom fell in love with my dad, but if I could make any inference, it's because, well, he was confident, he was bold, and, well, like, he was in some cases a leader. Like, he led her to like, my parents are immigrants, And my father led my mother to a new life in America. And to this day, they're still together. You know? I feel like women are attracted to men with a plan. And men who can effectively follow that plan. Because, well, it's like, hey, that means that they're competent. And they, it's like, and if you're confident, that shows. It's like, it's a signal for that. You don't really need to be alpha to like, to like crush, to crush the puss, to get the kitty cat. Well, lots of dudes who don't fit that stereotypical, mold, having no problem, having no problem with chicks. So I know this, but I have trouble putting it into practice because so far I feel like I'm a bit too. I haven't exactly figured out a plan, and I feel like when it comes to leading, it's like, I don't think I'm all that. It's hard to have faith and think in your plan and think on your feet and do all that stuff. I feel like when it comes to, that stuff, to dating, if I could just get that down. But sometimes you associate with arrogance and other traits. You know what? Yeah, maybe, I feel like most people, they essentially find confidence very attractive because, it's like, it's a sign, hey, it's like, this guy knows what he's talking about, this guy knows what he's doing, or this guy is, like, having fun. Like, there's a reason why, like, chicks, like, they fall for bad boys all the time. Because they have confidence. Do they have... Now, is that kind of like a facade? And over time, will that confidence, like, basically kind of like, just be known as, like, nothing but arrogance? Yeah. And that's when, that's kind of when it falls apart. Like, for example, Andrew Tate. A lot of young women have fallen for Andrew Tate because, like, he can feign confidence. And chicks see that as, like, competence. It's like, there's this whole thing, the Loverboy method. Basically, it's like, I think it's been used to lure women into prostitution. Where essentially they meet someone, the girls meet someone, and he's very confident, he's very, he's, I think at first very kind, very handsome, very charming, and then over time, he slowly but surely kind of grooms her into a position where she has to essentially demean herself for money. That's what it does, that's what, it's kind of like that. And I feel like, if we're gonna learn something from, like, the bad boys, then I think confidence. Having, like, I feel like confidence is something that a lot of dudes are missing, and it makes sense because it's like, so far, society has, like, done a great job, kind of like, alienating them, not exactly like not giving voice to to men's problems. And I'm not saying that feminism is like bad. It's good, you know, giving women more freedom and giving women more like opportunity to kind of like make their own money and have more control over like what they want for their futures is great. And that's great. But so far, that is kind of like the old order, the old patriarchal or hegemonic order that men have grew up under is slowly becoming more irrelevant. And for some reason, women in society at large still expect this gender role from men. They expect us to be providers. They expect us, to basically fit into this role that is slowly becoming more and more irrelevant as time passes. And we're essentially just given, lots of young men are essentially given this blank map. And, they get, they get resentful, and of course they end up with people like Andrew Tate, It's sad. It's real sad. And it's something that needs to be handled. It's something that like needs to be fixed. It's kind of like it's adding to this big gender divide between men and women, and it's like if they're never like they're never really gonna it's like it needs to be fixed because we're going through like a huge loneliness epidemic that mostly affects men, and it also affects women, but it's like, I don't know, I feel like women are always going to have some advantage when it comes to finding somebody, but that's neither here nor there. Hopefully I didn't scare anyone away with this rant. I am not an incel, I swear. I didn't talk shit about women in this rant. Okay, more crackers, please. I guess I'm alone again. PFF. What does that mean? That was a noise. Alright. Alright. Why did you make that noise? What about my rant? What was it about my rant that you disagree with? What is it about my statement that displeased you so? Was it too insulty for your tastes? I try to not be insulty. I don't want to be insulty. If it was, I apologize for it being so. One thing I think I kind of laugh at is like femcells. It's like, no, come on, that's not real. That's not real. Come on, femcell. What is this? You're a woman. Okay. Gender reveal. Okay. You're a woman. All you have to do, if you want companionship. Okay, so Big Toe, you are obviously a woman? A lot of people that in my audience are members of the LGBTQ community, which is honestly strange. Because I'm a heterosexual man, also raised Catholic. Thought I'd be the last person you'd go to, but screw it. You're a woman. Are you a Y-man? Are you non-binary? Are you a he/him? I have no idea. I think it's the art part. Okay. Fair enough. LGBTQ people like art, I think. Alright. Fair enough. But heterosexual people don't like art? I mean, granted, you get a lot of gay people in art. Fair enough. But it's like, yeah, you know what? Screw it. Reveal yourself. What is thine gender? What do you identify? Tell me. What is your pronoun? Tell me. This toe is a female. Alright. Hopefully, hopefully it will make you feel comfortable, This toe is a female. Hold up. Could you also tell me your age? You keep on calling me Unc. So, never mind. You don't have to tell me anything. No? Alright. Fine. Just keep on calling me Unc then, apparently. Make me feel old, but I can't show you. I can't know your age. That's wild. It's crazy, dude. Crazy, bro. No, wait, no. You'll be a big. You'll be awesome. As if you're older than I am. It's like, what if Big Toe is in her 30s and she keeps on calling me Unc? Because the people in her, for the algorithm. Alright. How's it going, Pepper Sanders? It's kind of funny. When I see your name, I think of KFC, I think of chicken. I'm hungry now. Hopefully you enjoy what I'm painting. This is essentially what I'm working on. Pepper Sanders over here. This is a Berserk homage piece. Right now I am working on Casca. What is up, Pepper Sanders? Okay, you know what? Okay, so Big Toe, you are obviously Pinoy. You are a Filipino. So there is a Filipino. Wait, hold on. Is there a Filipino place near my house anymore? Hold on. Filipino restaurant. Near me. Is it still open? And I've never had Filipino food before, and I've never had Filipino Jollibee considered. But you know, it's like, what's a food that you could recommend that I try? Because of course, you know, one food that I recommend you try that's Hispanic is pata de pollo. That is essentially chicken feet stew. It's delicious. Also pata de vaca, which is basically cow feet stew. Also amazing. Hold on. Pata de vaca. Hold up. What? Soup. Wait, no. It's caldo de pata. Wait, Dominican cow foot soup. Okay, cow heel soup. It is delicious. It's like, oh my god. That's a good day for me. They have fried chicken and spaghetti. Okay. You know what? Okay, I'll go to the Jollibee. Okay. Is there a Jollibee in New York? There is one near the Museum of Modern Art. So, you know, yeah, when I'm not broke anymore, I'll visit it. And for Latino food, you could also try tostones. Like basically just flattened fried pan. It's a restaurant chain, so maybe. Alright. If there are any restaurants that you could try, Casa de Mofongo. Oh my god. Then again, it is in Inwood, New York. Is there any Casa de Mofongo? There has to be some there needs to be. There has to be some Dominican place near where you live. Like Dominican Republic is like Dominicans are very common when it comes to very common Latino immigrants. It's just great. I can't get enough of pata de pollo and pata de vaca, bro. Or like, like pata de, caldo. It's caldo de pata. It's delicious. I could eat that all day. I visited my aunt, my uncle once in Jersey. They had that in the pot, ready to go. Ooh, ooh, oh my God, that was a good day. That's some good eating. I don't know why people can't handle the texture of the meat in the soup, but me, oh man. They serve food in the morning so I could try some. That's nice. That's a nice church. It's amazing. What food have you tried? What's your favorite one? Taco? Fine, you know what? Acceptable, acceptable. Yeah, tacos are great. Tacos are great. Tacos are awesome. Taco, taco, taco. Whew. Okay, so that is Casca's face. Looks vulnerable, looks traumatized. So, Big Toe. Quick question. Look into the painting's eyes. Does she look traumatized? Does she have a traumatized look to her face? Fish taco pretty recently, and that was pretty tasty. Nice. Yeah, I had shrimp tacos. They slap, actually, unironically. Very traumatized. Amazing. We're on the right track. We're on the right track. All we need to do is maybe kind of size down on the boobies here a little bit. Maybe. You see the pain in it? Yes. Yes, this is what I wanted. Yes. Maybe size down the boobies a little bit. Hey, don't get me wrong. I love the female figure. I love the female form. And I love me some breast. But, you gotta size it down a little bit. I don't really think that's like really, yes, the bongo bongos, yes. The rising suns, the horchata cannons, but just we gotta size them down a little bit, cause I feel like I might have rendered them, and they look a bit too big, and it's the last thing I need to do. She's like a victim of something very horrible, and the last thing it needs is to be sexualized. I don't want to sexualize her that too much. I like me some cheesecake, but I don't know. I feel like judge it depending on when it comes to the context of what Casca's been through in the eclipse, that shouldn't be sexualized, despite the fact that I don't know. But when Kentaro Miura drew what happened to her in the eclipse, I don't know, it didn't, it was weird. It's like, it wasn't like, it's like, it was like, you know, it was like how Japanese artists would draw, you know, Hentai, you know? It was in that cadence. And I feel like, you know, that's not exactly a good thing. A little bit. But that's neither here nor there. We have made some progress. 95 subscribers. 5 more, 100. Then the Discord server is open. It's completely open. And if you want, you can send me your works and I can look over them. Make some content out of it, probably. Say, Sensei Sundays or something. I don't know. I'm working on some ideas on how to make this, you know, worth something. The Discord server is sooner than I thought. It's sooner than all of us have thought. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be great. This kind of reminds me of Dave Raposa's, you know, he did something with Dan. He streamed like a. Second. Crimson Daggers. Yeah. Basically that. Crimson Daggers. Basically, Dave and Dan, Dave Raposa and Dan, essentially did Crimson Daggers, and essentially they basically recorded themselves, you know, getting better and better and better at art. And they would essentially, you know, it was kind of like this kind of like group, or, you know, like collective, or community, yes, community, oh my god, community that they've made, where essentially people kind of like, you know, they gather around and they kind of like, you know, they get better at art, they sharpen each other like iron. And to like have that, would be great, you know. It feels like I'm kind of like giving people kind of like creating a space for people to kind of you know, make something and be creative, you know. It's very inspiring, especially in an age where it's like, you know, it's like AI is like in the conversation, where it's like AI art, you know. It's like, why do I need to care about, you know, artists or the process when I just have the product? Oh, and it's like, yeah, but like, it's like, you do realize that the process and the product are like, they have a direct correlation. It's like, if the process is soulless, if the process is essentially kind of just like generative AIs scraping data from people who've essentially worked so hard, years and years and years and years, to get to the level that where they've been, and now, if it's basically just scraped from everything that they've done before, and it's just generated in the most uncreative, uninspired way, then it's like people aren't going to care. No, people aren't going to care about your work. They're just going to view it as slop. You know? The reason why like it's just like art is something that's like
creativity is something that essentially, I don't know, I feel like it's something that is inherent in life. Like, not only, like, humans aren't the only creative species. Like, bowerbirds. Bowerbirds create these beautiful, elaborate nests to attract mates. And they use many things. They use sticks, berries, garbage left behind by us, and we see their nests, and they're very, very beautifully done. Like, beauty is like, art is how we communicate. Art is how we kind of like self-reflect. Art is essentially kind of like, it's like it's what helps us process, like even like a very impactful moments in our lives or in human history. And if we have soulless billion-dollar corporations dominate that, then I feel like we've lost the plot as a human race. And you know what? I sound super duper pretentious. I sound like, I am using these $5 words, and I sound like, like a jackass. But, I feel like, to undermine human creativity is just, it's a huge mistake. So yeah, you know what, Big Toe, get started on that maid outfit. And it better be pretty. I better be the prettiest French maid this side of Paris. Tu comprends? Parce que une minute, je terminais le stream et je vais accoucher. That was some French for you. Get that maid outfit drawing ready. And make it sexy. Make it pretty. Alright. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm sure it's something positive. Alright, thank you to those who joined me today. Thank you to Pepper Sanders. Thank you to Big Toe, obviously. Thank you to Mr. Acid and Rust. Thank you for joining me. You could have been anywhere else. There are way more entertaining streamers than me, but instead you decided to stay here. And I appreciate that. I love you. You're beautiful. I blow you a kiss. I love you. Platonically, of course. Unless you're Kat Dennings or Christina Hendricks. Then it's not platonic. It's very, very romantic. Thank you. And good night. Also, Big Toe, when you make that drawing, make my legs super hairy. And if you make it into gay pornography, or if you generate it by using AI, I shall ban you. Create in spite of AI. And please, do not draw me getting boned by other men. Thank you. Good night. And Big Toe, I'm looking forward to that drawing. Matter of fact, hold on. King. I'll never use it. Ask the spirit. Ask the spirit. If you do the boning, it isn't gay. You know, Quixote, that is true. But that is true, but either way, I won't allow it, just to be safe. Do not draw me getting boned or doing any boning. No pornography. And good night. You came at the wrong time, Quixote. I'm not gonna lie to you. Very wrong time. Alright. I'll see you in the morning.